is the relic on Mars? The power to create your own weapons. What is the relic on Mars? The power to create your own weapons.
Good morning, you beautiful gamers. I am so freaking excited. What, 5 minutes now before this starts? Oh my gosh. What I love is the YouTube chat going ham on Bungie's stream. Well, I guess it's not stream, it's a premiere. So, the reason why I'm streaming like 2, maybe 3 hours earlier than I usually do on a fine Tuesday is because of this. For those of you who don't know, a ViDoc is a video documentary. Bungie releases it with pretty much every yearly expansion, sometimes in the middle, depending on like if they're making big changes or not. And it's just a good way for us to see what the studio's doing and for Bungie to communicate with the players, us, the community, just everything that's happening. So last year they did a ViDoc for Beyond Light, where they went over what Beyond Light's going to be like, what how the stasis subclass is going to work, what life working at home during COVID was like, and a couple other community things. I think they did a Black Lives Matter memento at the beginning of that ViDoc, because it was during that whole, just that period of time. So yeah, they're really good. They're usually long, about 40 minutes to an hour. But we're excited because this one should go over, Savathun, the Witch Queen, the new season, which is Season of the Redacted right now because we can't know the name. The new Void class the new Void class updates that are coming out with Void 3.0. A little more information about weapon crafting, which we got a big bite of in the 12 that we read last week, something like that. And then, you know, and more. So, I'm excited. So, I dragged my butt out of bed this morning to watch this. It's just, ignore chat. Someone's in there spamming beans. That comes from a tweet from, what's his face? Come on. The Destiny meme channel. Oh, good old Bife. I like this meme. I like this one. It's a good Aladdin meme. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Okay. Just scrolling through Twitter, seeing if there's anything fun to show you guys while we wait. But it's okay. We only gotta wait like half a minute. Yes. I should like have something up actually. Okay, you're gonna hear typing occasionally. It's just me taking notes, so I know what to talk about. So I don't get lost in this trailer. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's refresh. I'll begin shortly. It is 8 a.m. Ah! Oh my gosh, it's 40 seconds. Oh, what the? 20 seconds. That really jumped. Oh, don't buffer. It's too loud for you guys. It's great visuals. Kudos to the Bungie team. I guess we should probably full screen this. Yeah.
I know what you're wondering. What is true and what is false?
The Witch Queen is an unsettling mystery. Our biggest foe, Savathun, has our grandest tool, the light.
It's paying off narrative threads that we planted way back in Destiny 1.
Gosh.
I'm here to protect humanity.
How do we stop this?
The stakes in the universe are rising, and it's the greatest challenge that we've ever faced.
We're shedding that dogma of light equals good, darkness equals bad. We're really entering the mists and trying to discern what's in front of us and what's lurking just underneath the surface.
What is your truth now?
There are a lot of bombshells in the Witch Queen narrative. And that's just scratching the surface of what we're going to get into this year.
Witch Queen and Season of the Risen is chapter 1 and the beginning of the end for the Light and Darkness saga.
We're really getting to the core of what it means to be a guardian. We are looking at and asking big questions about the light and darkness.
We have a big bad that we've been anticipating for a really long time coming back in the form of Savathun.
Savathun's had a hand in most of the major conflicts that we've been involved with.
We've heard about Savathun for years and just bits and pieces, and then like you see it slowly building over seasons until we come to this huge critical point.
Savathun's no longer just someone you hear about.
She's not just interfering in little ways. She's now ready to take center stage.
Sight. 1, 2, 3.
Savathun, she's larger than life. We wanted to make her feel imposing and very regal and dancing through motion in some way.
The light offers us a fresh start.
She's very manipulative. She is very ethereal, but she also has like that creepiness to her as well.
She promised she'd help us out with this pyramid ship problem that's coming our way. But the reality of the situation is Savathun is only on Savathun's side. We've outlived our purpose, and it is to Savathun's benefit to wipe us off that chessboard.
She's lived among us. She has played us for fools. She knows us inside and out. And she's been a step ahead of us, like, the whole way. So how do you beat someone like that?
It isn't too late. You can still be forgiven. Be careful. I'll hold you to it.
In order to beat Savathun, you need to understand Savathun.
Her throne world is a manifestation of Savathun's own personality, which is in Witch Queen going through a transformation through the light.
She has these areas that she's kind of trying to shun and push away. For the old hive areas, it's much more atmospheric, it's very dense, it's very claustrophobic, it's spooky. Then when you make your way into the Lucent Hive area, it's a lot more open and broad. It's definitely brighter, it's definitely more lively.
We want people to look at it like an impressionist painting, something that's very pretty from far away, but as you get closer, it's not really what it seems. It's very unsettling.
Oh my gosh.
You're looking at shapes, you're looking at these things within the world, and you're not entirely sure what they are, and you have to get close and you have to investigate.
What's really going to be exciting for players is that they're going to get to play that part of psychic detective, trying to solve the many mysteries of the throne world.
Witch Queen campaign, I think, is probably the most ambitious campaign we've made in a very long time.
We're building the Definitively Destiny campaign, so leaning into the journey you can find in exotic missions or the mechanics you might find in a dungeon.
That's cool.
You have to kind of think your way through. You have to figure out, like, hey, what do I need to do next in order to get to the end of this?
We've got Savathun, right? The Queen of Lies. So this campaign is full of surprises.
Savathun has all these abilities, and you got to make sure that all of the abilities of the bosses would be something worthy of her. And as I kept thinking about this, you know, I felt like I was really becoming Savathun.
We've also added the legendary difficulty, which is called Become Legend.
It's not for the faint of heart. It's gonna be loaded with these moments that are gonna be frustrating, almost like teeth gnashing, but when you get through those encounters, you're gonna feel like really accomplished.
Double rewards, yeah.
As people who have worked on raids and dungeons before, being able to broaden that experience for any kind of player who comes in is really important.
If the Witch Queen is the psychic detective, fantasy and journey, then Season of the Risen is that same detective throwing on their flak jacket and defending Earth from the Hive Guardians and the Lucent Hive and Savathun herself.
When Savathun shows up on our doorstep with the light, the first person to lend us help is Keitel.
Oh my gosh.
You want us to hit them?
I need us to hit them.
She's got this light suppressing technology that the Cabal were using in Season of the Chosen, and now she's going to help us use that against the Lucent Hive.
When you're working with Keitel, she has a different approach. not about asking questions. It's about getting in there and extracting.
We don't really understand what happened when Savathun actually was able to take light. And so the campaign and Season of the Risen in many ways is about that story. Guardians need to stop Savathun's advance beyond the throne world. And Savathun poses an existential threat to everyone because she basically has an undead army.
That's awesome.
In fighting the Lucent Brood, this isn't our first time in the game fighting other Lightbearers, but it is the first time that we'll be facing other Lightbearers that have much more relentless motives.
When you look at these Hive Guardians and when they do their abilities, you immediately make that connection like, oh, they are using my powers against me. As soon as we see the Knight pop its super and it has 2 shields, you immediately are like, oh yeah, I see that connection. And then it's like, and then you're like, it hits you with those things and then you're dead. And it's just an amazing experience.
The Guardians themselves kind of feel like a fire team that you're fighting against. You got every class represented.
The Acolyte, when that character casts, does very similar thing as the player, like the Arc Wizard. The sparks go out, it's ready to go.
So
if you're not
excited.
smart about it, if you're not paying attention, you are essentially going to have to play that fight over again.
If you're successful in taking down one of these Hive units that are wielding the light, you actually have to go up and kill their ghosts.
That was like one of my favorite things that we were able to do in this game is just that moment where you crush the ghost.
It's kind of this moral dilemma. A ghost is your companion, and now suddenly you have one in your hand and you're about to crush it.
The first time it happens, you're like looking at your hand like, I can't believe what I've just done. Am I doing this? Should I be doing this?
I have a ghost.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
What
Like,
is going on?
Can you imagine having the hand strength to kill a ghost like that?
Savathun and her Lucent Brood are the most dangerous enemies we've faced so far. And so we're going to need better, more powerful weapons and tools to fight against that threat.
Yeah, we
We
are.
did a bunch of work early on looking at various different types of weapons we could add to the sandbox.
We wanted to introduce a special weapon archetype that was effective more at a middle range, but also had these kind of additional roles associated with it.
The glaive.
The glaive is a projectile weapon, and it is a shield, and it's a melee weapon. We wanted to keep that experience in first person. It has an immediacy that you don't really get when you're using a sword because the camera is so much further back. Because this is also a projectile weapon with a slower moving projectile, the onus of skill on aiming these weapons is about leading and compensating for the speed of the projectile and anticipating that.
Okay, that's fair.
If you're in a really difficult encounter and one of your teammates dies somewhere out in the open where you normally wouldn't be able to get to them, you can bring that shield up and actually get the revive and then fall back. Glaives originate with Savathun trying to steal an extremely powerful weapon for her own use, and players will use the weapon crafting recipes that they find throughout the campaign in order to reconstruct this incredibly powerful and incredibly ancient weapon.
When you put together your glaive in the campaign, you just get a taste that that's what you want to do for the rest of the weapons that you get.
Weapon crafting lets you target a specific role and go and build that, and you know how long it's going to take you to get there, and you get exactly the thing that you want.
I really want to see what people do with it, and like the feedback that we're gonna get, and people sharing all of the things that they're doing with that new system.
You're creating your Guardian, and you want to be able to shape your Guardian into what you want them to be. And this gives us a great opportunity to continue to do that.
This is a really big season for weapons in particular. We've got 8 brand new exotics. The Osteostreaker exotic submachine gun. This is something which Guardians have made, but it's modeled after weapons of sorrow, like Thorn and Touch of Malice. Fires swarms of tiny homing projectiles that land on a target and then explode in this poison burst. We have an exotic machine gun where the whole idea is be the Colossus. You can launch a barrage of up to 20 homing missiles.
It's a comical amount of projectiles on the screen.
We're doing an exotic glaive for each class this time, and the exotic perks tie deeply into the mechanics of the classes. We think they're going to be really cool additions to build crafting. We've got, the usual suite of raid weapons, destination, activity, seasonal. I recounted it this morning, and I think it's about 50 new weapons.
That's awesome.
You're going to have 2 new exotic armors for each class, totaling 6, 1 stasis, 1 non-stasis. The Titan stasis exotic. Cast your barricade, and instead of, this Traveler's Light and the Rally Barricade, you create a giant wall of ice. Even though this thing is massive, you still get all the benefits of a Rally Barricade.
Oh.
Warlock,
that's cool.
Void exotic. We called them the Devouring Rift legs because we wanted Empowering Rift to feel like it had a place in endgame content the way that Healing Rift does. Empowering Rift doesn't heal you. Well, what if it did?
Oh my gosh. That's cool.
In Season 16, you're going to see a massive revamp to the Void subclass system across all 3 classes.
Here we go.
This is a huge update and will allow players to build craft in ways that they've never done before.
Oh, look how good that
One of the things we wanted to do is create a core set of verbs like we did with stasis.
Anyone can run suppressors now. I think that's the pretty cool thing to be able to do.
I'm going to be running suppressor grenade probably.
Oh yeah, no, so surprise it
feel
does
like
work.
you were the energy vampire. Feel like you were the Night Stalker. Feel like you were that protector, that big Sentinel Titan. So you're going to see things like Bastion, a new Titan aspect, where you take your big old Sentinel shield, slam it into the ground, and create this Void Barricade that's going to apply overshield to you and your buddies.
My favorite aspect is probably Child of the Old Gods. As this warlock controlling space and time, I'm able to rip a hole into another dimension and then pull out this little sentient black hole. Whenever I target an enemy, my little black hole buddy is gonna fly over there and start draining their life force.
Oh my
The Void 3.0 update is really setting the stage for how we're thinking about updating the subclasses for the rest of the year.
We're going to extend this philosophy to Solar and Arc. Solar obviously is going to be about burning, but there's this other component to Solar, and that's healing. Arc is all about chaining. It's all about lightning, direct attacks, quickness. We're going to take the fantasies that you know and love today. We're going to embellish them. So what you'll see is all of the new abilities, all the new actions you take, reinforce that to the core. Pretty excited about it.
Oh my gosh.
Witch Queen is very much the culmination of the last 6 to 7 years of just Destiny all together. And really, this is starting the road to the final showdown. But things aren't necessarily just dark and light anymore. There's a lot more nuance in the game.
It's going to be a real fight. Players have something that they're really going to be challenged by.
I can't wait for everyone to find out what's been going on with Savathun. I'm excited.
You Guardians are so clever, aren't you?
From the throne world to the campaign to the customizable build crafting, it all comes together to make Destiny feel really new and fresh.
We've got more Destiny coming this year than any other year before. It's one of the most ambitious releases we've ever put together, and the team is firing on all cylinders.
Tell me, Guardian, what do you think you're going to do?
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Is that it? That was a short ViDoc. But was it thick? Oh my gosh. I think that was it. Dudes. Okay.
Way back in Destiny.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Where to even start? Okay. One thing I wanted to show. Is here. Maybe?
And that's just scratching the surface.
And Season of the Rift.
Like getting light.
No. There's all the way back here.
The Witch Queen is an unsettling mystery. Our biggest foe, Savathun,
I should
has
have
our
timestamped
grandest
my
tool,
notes.
the light.
Way back.
How do we...
We're lurking just
There we go.
underneath the surface. And trying to discern what's in front of us and what's lurking.
Look at all those hive gods. So I think there was only, what, 3 in Legend? Or within the Books of Sorrows and whatnot, but I guess not, because look at these guys. There's so many of them. Holy crap. But I love that. And then my next notes.
what it means to be a guardian. We are looking at and asking big questions about the light and darkness.
We have a Savathun
slowly.
Savathun's
now ready to
go in.
She's very to her in our way. We
just beat someone.
manifestation.
Shot.
Where was it? I think I missed it. Anyways, Mars looked like it had like light leaking out from its surface. So maybe it's like Savathun went to like the resting places of the traveler and started stealing the light from those areas, because there is the residue light, like that is apparent. We had a lot of campaign missions on Io kind of revolved around that, so it wouldn't shock me that Savathun would do something similar to that style. She's no longer in need of us guardians. Yeah, I did pass it. It was back here. Anyways, I wrote friends my butt because like she keeps saying in Season of Arrivals that, you know, she's our friend. So yeah, that's cool. Campaign in a detective style. That's what they mentioned. Where was it? It was like the big bulletin board here. So maybe it's like the campaign isn't like really linear. It's more of like you gotta pick and choose your missions. So it's like you complete this mission, it branches out to these, or if you took this mission, it branches out to the same mission, stuff like that. You can end up playing all of them for like the full like knowledge, but maybe it's like, yeah, like I said, more branch, not as linear as previous campaigns have been. Which would make sense if it's just like explored this area and you learn something, you're like, that didn't make sense, and you play a different mission, you're like, oh, okay, if I had played this first I would have understood, but now I'm up to date, right? That's my thoughts of how the campaign system's going to go. Which leads us to the campaign nodes that... So classic, oh, this is on Mars. This is Mars. Mars is coming back. It's not the same Mars. As you can see, we have the quarry, I think. Fluorescent canal with the lost sector. This is a full-on open world. The Enclave, I'm sure this is where weapon crafting is. Yep, here's Mars. So you can replay all the missions. Thank goodness. In the Legend version. So this is the classic D2 campaign difficulty. Oh, wait.
We've also...
Rise to a higher level of challenge. You'll face harder missions and stronger combatants, recommended for experienced players with the broad arsenal to draw.
Added the legendary difficulty, which is...
So, I don't know what these symbols are. I think maybe locked equipment. Didn't look like any champions, but... Was that iron? Like, well, like your recovery's shot, so you have to pick up, well, things from enemies to regain health. Forget what that is. A lot of new ones. And look, when you load up the mission, it has a preview picture. That is so cool. That is so nice.
It's called Become Legend.
That's really cool. All right, Season of the Risen. What a great name. Where we work with Kydal and the light suppressing tech they have. Oh my gosh, I am excited for this, because that means the Lucent Brood isn't just going to be on Savathun's homeworld. They're going to leak into other areas, as we saw like here. Oh no, I think this is her throne world, so yeah, this looks like her throne world. If these people leak into like maybe Mars or something as like a mission, that would be awesome. Scary, but awesome. And then I noticed this detail when you kill a ghost.
We see the knight.
You actually have to go up and kill and taking down one of these hive units that are wielding the light. You actually have to go up and kill their ghosts.
That was like one of my favorite.
Anyways, I can't find it, but as you saw, it's like it showed the ghost in the gameplay with a little finisher marker on top of it. So that's how you're gonna kill a ghost. So you just go up, use your finisher button to kill it, which makes sense. I was wondering like how that was going to be possible, but it has to be finished, which, oh my gosh, that's going to be a pain in the butt, especially with all these harder enemies. Like, I think the best strategy is to take out all the adds into champions first, while it's like killing the guardians. to kind of knock them down on their feet before they can rise again. And then once you get, you know, all the ads and the champions cleared, they can go in to kill the guardians. Just because, you know, if you step out in the open, a champion will stomp you or the ads will rip you to shred. So that's rough. Like, you can't just clear out a whole room easy peasy. It's you gotta clear out the room and then charge on in there. All right, that's about it to my reaction stuff. Now we need to get into nitty gritty of some of this
deal
stuff.
with it and like new system.
Stop. Okay.
That we're gonna get and.
So first off, the Enigma. It's a glaive. We had extended mag, alloy, appendage, accurized rounds. That's a new one. Sorry. This one right here is new. I don't know what that is. Hot swap? I don't know. It's neutral element. Oh. So it takes this kind of resource to craft. Anyways. Don't know what this is. I can't remember what this is. We have this in the game. I don't know what this is. Could be something in the game already. I just haven't seen it.
People sharing all of it.
So, I don't know what that is. Extended mag. Subsistence impulse amplifier. Interesting. Another subsistence. Oh. Oh. These are like... I wonder if these are like advanced perks. So it's like maybe... You know, subsistence, except you get more ammo per kill. Or impulse amplifier, which gives it greater momentum. Grave robber. Feeding frenzy. I don't know what this is. This probably gives you more mobility per kill or something. Has to. That's cool.
The things that they're doing with that new.
Alright. So, adaptive glaive. TD, I think it's like when you created it. That's cool. This is a fun feature. That's a nice feature. Anyways, hybrid melee ranged pull arm with the frontal shield. Generates energy on dealing ranged damage. Oh, interesting. So press left trigger to raise shield, depleting energy over time, and then RB kinetic melee combo. So the magazine is 6. So I'm assuming based on that your shield, so your kinetic melee doesn't require anything. You'll be able to melee to your heart's consent. Shield depletes energy, and you only get energy by expending ammo on your ranged attack, which you get 6 shots here. Which has a reload and everything, so that makes sense. So we saw this. This is like maybe a more momentum per kill clip, which is so strange to think about on a glaive. I have no idea what this is. I think this is a foundry perk, right? I want to say that's Trials of Osiris, but I could be wrong. Don't know what the masterwork is. There's no indication of it. But that's cool. Look how, oh, that's a good weapon screen. I like this.
New system. You're creating your...
Okay. Cool. Next thing we need to look at is the Void subclass. Actually, no. Let's look at the
Osteostriga exotic submachine gun.
Okay. So to finalize the shape, we need resonant alloy, glimmer, neutral element, ascendant alloy, and ruinous element. Oh, I'm sure that's probably because it's exotic. That makes sense for this stuff. That's a lot of new materials. I don't like that. It's a lot of materials. Low impact, very high range and stability. Slow reload though. 600 rounds per minute with a 27 magazine. So this person put stabilized rounds. Whatever perk that is, a composite stock, I think, with polymorphic barrel. So I don't know what these traits are, but I'm sure those are like intrinsic traits and whatnot, so you can't change those. And then why there's not anything here. So victory is not in the making of an enemy, but in the remaking of an enemy into your blade. Vision of Sorrow. Yep, makes sense.
This is something which Guardians have made, but it's modeled after weapons of sorrow, like Thorn and Touch of Malice. Fires swarms of tiny home.
That's cool. I'm excited to test that gun out, especially since like it kind of comes with the season pass, so it shouldn't be too difficult to get, or like they should give you all the materials you need. Void class. Here we go. There we go. So
this is a huge update and will allow players to...
I love that transition. Hey, good game. What's up? Oh my gosh, this is so good. It was super short, but it was so good. I loved it. All right, Void Walker. So we still have our scatter grenades. Don't know what. Oh, this your melee is different. So didn't see this aspect, but Echo of Exchange. So this goes to all classes get fragments. So these are shared between Hunter, Warlock, and Titan. So melee final blows grant grenade energy. That's nice. You're in 3 hours. Apex Legends Season 2. Oh, in 3 hours. Nice. Hope you have fun with that. Again, I haven't gotten into Apex Legends, but that's awesome that the new season's coming out. It's always hype. That's why I'm here with Destiny. The new DLC's coming out. All right.
Build craft in ways that they've never...
Okay. So, you know, melee kills give you energy. That's fine. That's, you know, normal perk. Echo of Remnants. Your lingering grenade effects, such as Vortex Grenade, Void Wall, Void Spike, and Axion Bolt have increased duration. Are you telling me all classes are going to have a Vortex Grenade, a Void Wall, a Void Spike, and an Axion Bolt? Or is that going to be limited? Oh, no, I think we are. Look how many grenades there are. Look at how many grenades there are. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. That's so many grenades. What's this? Is this supposed to be your super? Oh my gosh, if this is your super, that would be amazing. Like maybe they give us back our scatter. They probably have the, what you call it? Nova Warp in there. I would hope so. That'd be sad if they got rid of it. Oh, that'd be so cool. Oh my gosh. Cause hold up, I wanna jump back to stasis.
You're going to see a massive revamp to the Void subclass systems across all 3 classes. This is a
oh, it's the jump. Never mind. Never mind.
And will allow players to...
I was really hoping. So, that's a lot of jump options. I'm sure one of those is blink.
Build craft in ways that they've never done before.
Okay, next one. Echo of Reprisal. Final blows when surrounded by combatants grant super energy. Interesting. That's nice. That's going to help a lot, especially in like Hive content with a ton of Thrall.
One of the things we wanted to do is create a core set of verbs like we did.
Okay. Voidwalker. Chaos Accelerant. More than emptiness, and emptiness magnifier the void passes through, growing ever more like itself. Press LB. Hold to overcharge your grenade, making it deadlier and more effective. Vortex Grenade increases the size and linger duration of the Vortex. Axiom Bolt creates an additional seeker. Scatter Grenade has sub-munitions tracked to nearby targets. And Magnetic Grenade releases a short-range Void Blast. Okay, so this aspect is like... is it called Chaos Accelerant right now? I don't know. But anyways, we've already seen this perk.
Did with Stasis.
Alright, I think this is the one he talked about where Child of the Old Gods. In the deepest reaches, a pact made between unknowable entities creates something from nothing. It lives on. Cast your rift to create a void soul. When you damage a target with a weapon, your void soul flies to them and drains them, doing damage and weakening them. When a target is being drained, you are granted grenade and melee energy, if running healing lift, or health, if running empowering rift. Holy crap, so I might as well just run Empowering Rift. And just run this, because I will just get health. Oh my gosh. That's going to be OP. That's going to be insane. Hey, Netherite's a good time. Oh, it probably is a good time for a stream for you. What up, man? So defeating a target who is being drained by your void soul grants class ability energy. Okay, so you can get your... Oh my gosh, that's such good synergy. Oh, it's so good.
Anyone can run suppressors now.
Oh,
I think that's a pretty cool thing to be
I'm going to be running suppressor grenade probably.
Okay, and then yeah, I wanted to touch on that. We Azcross made a video wondering if like suppressing grenades would work on Hive Guardians. We all assumed it would, but it's good to confirm it will. We're good.
We wanted you to feel like you were the energy.
Oh, another right. You're 12th in Hero Halls of Masters. How are you playing right now? The game is buggy to crap. I haven't been able to play that game in like 2 weeks. Alright. That's awesome. That is just... I am so excited for this. Oh my goodness. Oh my heavens. Let's refresh this. So it was a 13-minute ViDoc. It's a little short. But it was good. We got a little closer look into weapon crafting and whatnot. But yeah, that's awesome. I am super excited. Well, there's not much to do now except play some Destiny. I'll load that sucker up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'll be watching that ViDoc for a long time. I tried to watch Lore of Destiny and got to the 2-hour mark. Only to the 2-hour mark. That's cool you actually looked into it. That video is quite a cool commitment. Personally, I feel like it's a good like background thing. So while you're like, I don't know, playing your balloons, you can do the watch the Destiny lore. But what'd you think? 2 hours in, that is a lot of content. It was very interesting though. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you weren't like bored throughout it. Destiny is great, but there is quite a bit that goes into it. And especially with this new DLC coming out, there's a lot that you need to know to like fully understand like the grasp of the story and the stakes and whatnot. Thanks for the recommendation. No problem. Bife is a great guy. He's known as Lore Daddy in the community. And it's like he earns that title. As stupid as it sounds. He deserves it. Okay. So, a few things that happened. I think I completed this last week on stream. Finally. But then I also got this seal. So it's the 30th anniversary triumph. The title is VidMaster, which the sword logic was very interesting to me. Okay, yeah, the sword logic is a fascinating topic. A whole fraction of the it's a great logic. Would not recommend following it, but it's a great idea for like a space fantasy world. It's very in depth too. It's a lot more complicated than people think. And I think the sword logic will come into play in the Witch Queen. Anyways, VidMaster. It was a title given during the Halo ODST era, where you had to complete their firefight, which was really hard. On Legendary, all the way past the 4th set of the 4th round, which is like a 2-hour commitment in and of itself, and then trying to make it there was... The VidMaster challenges, because it was on every firefight map, was harder than a normal solo lasso playthrough. So that's cool that they named it VidMaster. But yeah, I was able to finally get all of these done. They weren't too hard, it was more of this one, so it was on a weekly rotation, different like combatants, and I just needed to get those last 2 combatants done. And this week, I guess it hasn't been the reset yet, was the final week to do it. So last night I got my clan together. I was like, listen, I need to do this today. Let's do this. And we did it. I got it. I love how they had to nearly die to meet the Warm Gods. Yeah, the Warm Gods are like a good representation of the darkness and just everything that they had to do for that. So it's really cool. It was a fascinating story. I need to rewatch that because there's a lot to it, and I need to catch up with it. Let's go, completion achieved. So these are all the ones I can get. The rest of these are so hard and dedicated to certain game modes that I just don't want to even bother to see 6 out of 11. I'm almost done with this one, but the last 3 are really rough. master difficulty is too hard. I've only played this raid a few times. I'm almost done with Gambit, actually. Oh, I need to do this with, like... Ah. I'm shocked I haven't gotten that yet. Is there any significant advantages of you to get those? So what they do is, as you can see on the available title, said title will... Oh, I don't have any title equipped? What is this? I'll do VidMaster. There we go. It appears on your name. So it stays here, and then out in the wild, it has your name above, and then in gold letters underneath it has this. So people know like what you've accomplished. That's it. It's just bragging rights. It has no significance in gameplay. So these golden triumph seals are repeatable, so at the end of every season they reset. But if you get them, you get the title. So in this case it'd be Deadeye times however many times you've gotten it. So I have someone in my clan who has the Gambit seal, and it's so he has Dredgen times 4 or something like that. So yeah, it is cosmetic. You like the unbroken one? The unbroken one's nice. Too bad I don't play Crucible, which is PvP. I have to reset my Crucible rank within the season 5 times. Not gonna happen. I've barely done it twice. Oh my gosh, achieve a glory rank of legend. Oh my freak. So this is the ranked playlist, where if you lose matches, you lose points. If you win matches, you win points. And legend's like the max rank you can get. No way I can get that. And then this is just achieving it in legend in any season. So I've achieved it 9 times in my life. In my 2.5, 3 years of playing this game. Is that hard to do, or is it just too great? It's both hard and grindy. This one isn't too much. This is just pure grind, and that's a lot of grinding. This is both grindy and hard. And these two you can kind of get at the same time. But Legend is Hall of Masters, basically. Essentially. The only problem is no one plays the glory playlist, because there's no need to. However, I do need to get these catalysts, which is found by winning in the Crucible. I really want these catalysts so bad. This is coming back, I hope. I should have all of these, yeah. I need to get this, and then this should be coming back. But anyways. It's exciting. I'm just kind of chilling for now, because the weekly reset difference between the weapons. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll show you in here in a second. Resets at 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. When is weekly reset? Nope. Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific. Wait. No, I feel like that changed. Alright, so what's the difference between weapons? How many hours do I have? Okay. To show you my commitment to Destiny. In Destiny 1, I had about 3,000 hours on the Xbox. Between 360 and Xbox One. Destiny 2, I have about 1,000 hours on the Xbox. And I currently have 1,200 hours on Steam. So I have almost 6,000 hours of my life has been... How much time is that? Divided by... No. Yes, 24. 250 days, almost an entire year of my life has been spent inside of Destiny 2. Yeah, no, that's how many hours I have in this game. It's a lot. It's sad. A lot of those hours came, so the Destiny 2 ones, why it's so low compared to Destiny 1's, because I was just a high school student in Destiny 1. So I could just no-life it. I would spend all my afternoons and all my evenings playing that game. And sometimes, like, I think I left my Xbox on, so sometimes that counted towards the playtime. So that was a couple more hours. But that's why my Destiny 1 time is so much higher than Destiny 2 over a shorter period, because I only played Destiny 1 for 2 years and got 3,000 hours in it. Whereas in Destiny 2, I've played for over 3 years now and only have 2,000. So almost, it's over 3 years. Getting to 4 years by the end of this year. Gosh. But it's because I have a life and responsibilities, and I'm more of an adult, but I still sink a ton of hours in this game. I love it. You have 3,000 hours of Monster Hunter? Goodness sake. See? We all have our games. Anyways, back to your question about weapons. We have different archetypes of weapons. Actually, you know what I could do? Hold up. This is very outdated, but I did this because I was bored and just trying to figure out if I have, like, all the weapons I needed. Where is it? Aha! Okay, am I okay to share this? I am okay. Alright. Boom! Okay. So what you see here, can you see my little mouse? You can. How do you zoom? Gotta love Google. Alright, so you have different types. So you have a kinetic / stasis, because they go in the same slot. Stasis is your, like, space ice magic. Why do you have this on? What do you mean? On bookmark? Is it bookmarked? It shouldn't be. I don't have any of this on bookmarked. I just looked it up in my Google Docs. Anyways, so kinetic stasis is a archetype. Then you have arc, solar, and void types, respectively, right? And then you have auto rifles, submachine guns, hand cannons, scout rifles, pulse rifles, sidearms, and combat bows. So all these in yellow are considered primary weapons. They have infinite ammo. They're like your weaker weapons, but your more common ones. So these are the ones you use the most. These green ones are your special weapons, so sort of your more heavier hitters, such as like shotguns, sniper rifles. Tracer rifles is like an energy beam. Breach grenade launchers are just like single shot grenade launchers. How did you get this so quickly? Oh, I just pulled it up. Sidearms is a primary weapon. I know, it's weird. In Destiny 1, when sidearms were introduced, they were considered a secondary weapon. The reason why they're in this archetype is because of how much damage they do. So although, yeah, sidearms is pretty funny to be in a primary weapon, but it just means it takes the infinite ammo pool instead of like a special ammo pool, which is finite. Fusion rifles are like these weird energy bursts, so they shoot like 5 particles. They hit hard, but they take a second to charge up, so it's like zing. They're fun. It's kind of what I have on my character right now. So yeah, those are your special ammo, and it's soon to be the glaive. The glaive is going to fall under this ammo archetype. And then these purple ones are your heavy hitters. These are your heavy weapons. This ammo drops a little more infrequently, but they hit a lot harder, so such as your rocket launchers. A linear fusion rifle is sort of similar to your fusion rifle, except instead of shooting like a couple bolts, it shoots a single beam that hits a lot harder than a sniper rifle. So if you can get a precision shot on that, it can usually one-shot things. It's really strong. Swords, because of how strong they are and their durability, they hit like a truck, but they require you to be at melee range, so it's really rough. Yeah, I did this myself. Last time I updated this was back on January 26th. So what this is I made this to make sure I have at least a weapon in every archetype, or in like every single one of these slots, which I do. I was glad I did it because I was missing this. It means I was bored. These are like the barrel grenade launchers, so you know, with the big drum magazine. That's what makes it different from these guys. And then, you know, machine guns and rocket launchers. So so this was everything that was in my vault weapon-wise. Like every weapon I owned in the game at that moment is since grown and changed. So I'll have to update this. Maybe like... No, I couldn't do that because the Destiny servers will be down. I'll have to do it like on that Sunday before Witch Queen, like on the 20th. That's like me making a tier list for every strat VDD battles. Exactly. So. And then with weapons, they run with random rolls. So this shotgun has these perks, right? Whereas this one of the same thing has these perks, which just gives it different utility and strength. That's why you keep a lot of copies of the same one and try to figure out which one works best for you. Look at that. So this is still the only one I have with blunt execution rounds. I want something better. Anyways. So there we go. The reason why I'm still on the game right now is because I believe this week is going to reset on... I should probably... I'll go pick up my crap. But the seasonal activity should be finishing its story this week. That's what everyone's expecting. So that's what we're going to try to pick up on. If it's not, then, I mean, we got to play next week. Man. Is exotic better than legendary? Yes. So the class of weapons here. Alright. So we'll look at the weapons here. So see, primary, I guess special. I said secondary. Special and heavy. So the game has four ways of identifying. White meaning common. So these weapons are like usually your beginning ones. So when you start off in the game, you start off with a white, and then as you play through the game, you upgrade to like greens. These start dropping more often. And then as you level up a little bit more, you start picking up blues, which are a little stronger, a little better. And then, so yeah, common, uncommon, rare, and then legendaries. And then once you get to a certain level, everything drops in legendary. As you can see, there's more legendaries in the game than anything. Because these are the guns that most people go for. These are just leveling up guns, so Bungie doesn't give it too much mind. And every archetype has its own fair share. And then exotics are so good. So the rarest, the most powerful arms in the system. They're so strong that you can only equip one exotic weapon and one exotic armor at a time. So this one, for example, kills refill the magazine, increase damage, and grant super energy. It's a really strong perk. Thorn, rounds pierce targets and deal damage over time. Kills with this weapon leave behind remnants, which give you ammo back, etc. Right? Consume the magazine and load a more powerful round that can one-shot anything. How did it feel when you got your first exotic? It felt incredible. In Destiny 2, they kind of give out exotics like they're candy. The most notorious one for this is... Where is he? Oh no, because that's Connect. Where is he? Risk Runner. They literally give you this exotic like in your first mission. It's a very strong exotic. But my first ever exotic weapon is actually was back in Destiny 1, but it made its debut in Destiny 2. It was the Last Word. I didn't realize how strong this gun was, but it was fun because this fires in full auto. No other hand cannon in the game fires in full auto. And it's really cool because your character, when he shoots it, he strums the hammer, if that makes sense. I don't know if you've seen like old Westerners when they put their hand here and then they like fan the magazines. It does that in the game. It's one of the few guns that has that kind of animation. Loved it. In Destiny 1, I used this gun all the time. Wasn't that great in PvE, but I still used it because I was like, this is a freaking exotic. I love this thing. It was amazing. Loved getting it. My first exotic. Thanks for bringing that back. I haven't thought about that. You saw someone play McCree in Overwatch? Yeah. So Last Word is definitely the same style as like the McCree gun. That's the limit of my knowledge. That's a perfect representation of what it's like to shoot this gun. But yeah, so those are exotics, and then I guess I should probably show armor. All these armors give like very special perks. So this one, your solar grenades burn longer and melee kills will restore them. This gives you an extra grenade, extra melee charge. So exotics are really good, but you can only wear one at a time. So as you can see, I have an exotic weapon here. I don't have any other exotic. Okay, I have an exotic armor here. See, exotic gear already equipped. So you have one on each side. That's about it. Ghost shells will always be exotic just because, you know, they can. It literally means nothing. Same with my Sparrow. It's exotic, means jack crap. This is legendary, this is exotic, means nothing. So this has no effect on gameplay. What is the hardest boss? Oh, what a great question. Oh, what a good question. I don't know. That is a really good question. I want to say, what's his face from Deepstone Crypt. People watching this who understand Destiny and the Deepstone Crypt know. He's the Exo Fallen dude that you fight, where there's a ton of copies of him down on the base and up in space. Atrax? No, Atrax is in Halo. He could be in Destiny. Hold up. I can figure this out. Oh, it is Atrax. Alright. Atrax 1. I'd say he's the hardest boss just because it was really difficult. At least in Destiny 2. There are a ton of other bosses that are just a right pain in the butt in certain like difficulty and modifiers. Had it feel beating him for the first time? Satisfying. Oh, that's a good roll. I like that roll. My inventory and vault is getting so full of junk. We should probably clean that out at some point. Beating any boss for the first time is always a fantastic feeling. Actually, how many bounties do I have? I can hold 5 more. I'll leave it at this. That's fine. I want to do astral alignment. Is everything 1330? It is. We're fine. Oh, that's too much mobility. It's also why I love Monster Hunter. I came in for the biology, came out a more confident person. Nice. I need to get into Monster Hunter. I think it's just like those kind of game modes. I just need people to play with. And I feel like I'd enjoy it better. Ew. Oh. Oh, it's so red. Oh. So in essence, this is a min-max ultimate in a way you like. Yeah, I mean, so in Destiny 2, you don't have to min-max like this. But you can. Sorry, I'm trying to change the color of this because it looks so gross. Ugh. That's the best we're gonna get for now. But I have a feeling that if I played Destiny, I'd be a drip master, trying all the fashion. Oh, I'm sure you would. Bungie made some steps in its cosmetic department, finally, after, you know, 7 years. There you go. But yeah, no, there's so much fashion, and it's really good. There's some really good pieces of armor and some great shaders.
I do not know how he'd respond to the scorn after what Savathun has shown. He needs time to come to terms with Aldrin's involvement in their creation. He that gives life, let its destruction bring death to the scorn.
I don't know if you got to the part where they talked about who the Scorn are. These are pretty much just zombified Fallen, or Elixni. It's about as much as you need to know. Man, trying to destroy these things with a bow is not ideal. So, here's a fusion rifle. And this is an exotic rocket. Dang it, some got in. It's okay, it just doesn't mean we lose, it just means it slows our progress. The graphics are really nice for a game as old as this, because this came out in 2017. Given Bungie does a good job at like updating graphics. But still, it's like... Wait, where's the next? Oh, we have to kill the bosses. Okay. Something to get 40,000 in Destiny lore mixed up. That's fair. I've heard they're very similar. There we go. Oh, do I not have fusion? Oh, I don't have unstoppable fusion on, that's why. Okay. Is this a purely single player experience? Is there? Yes. I mean, like, you don't have to play with others. There are definitely some endgame content that, like, really challenging combat that you need to have other people to play with. I mean, it's nothing like too bad. I've played most of Destiny on my own. So the only things that you can't do solo are like raids, or that's essentially it, just raids. Everything else you could do solo, it's just really hard.
Is sending in Taken as shock troops and holding Hive forces in reserve. She hopes that the Taken will destabilize the Blightwell enough for a full invasion.
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't need to rally. So apparently we need to take a look in the background. Apparently the bridge in the center is forming. Yeah. What's the dumbest part of Destiny? I don't know. Because lore-wise, the story's fantastic. A lot of people complain about Gambit and Crucible, which are just game modes. Which, I mean, makes sense. So probably like Gambit or Crucible, and just trying to balance out like PvP and PvE stuff. And also the fact that like Bungie has to constantly sunset content. Sunsetting meaning like they take content out of the game. So this game mode we're playing right now is gonna go away when the Witch Queen comes out. And it's pretty dumb in my opinion. And although I'm really sad like content's going, there's a lot of aspects of that campaign that I just can't play. Like I tried to replay the campaign, but you can't on an old account. So a game mode that you originally bought the game for might not be available in the future. So I spent money on DLCs and stuff, right? And that content's not going to be around forever. Kind of it has been around for a while. So the Forsaken campaign that's going away, not all of like the campaign itself is going away, and then one of the destinations is going away. And I spent money on that, but that came out back in 2018, so it's been around for almost 4 years, and the campaign's not replayable at all. And no one goes to that destination anymore. So instead of just having like a kind of a more useless world that no one goes to, they're gonna replace it with like a new world. It is an interesting system. It's very it's a little dumb. They did that already, so like the base campaign for Destiny 2 that came with the game isn't here anymore. And then this map you see now is not what the original map looked like. We had different worlds, so we could go to places like Mars, Mercury, Io, Titan. Like those worlds are no longer here. Like you can't, they're gone. And all the content that was on them is gone as well. How long is this mission? Because you already went to like 3 locations. So this activity, you bounce between areas throughout. So yeah, you're supposed to bounce around. We're still playing the same like activity. Is someone Okay, he's got it. I'm gonna go XP farm in battles too, so it's time to say goodbye to my ranking. Good luck. Hopefully you don't lose too much.
Knowledge of the vanguard alone. Knowledge is only part of a winning strategy. Courage, fortitude, and firepower are the rest. And the Awoken have all of those in abundance. The Guardian's presence here says otherwise. The sooner you accept your limitations, the sooner we'll find strength together.
Are you not dead? They send like 20 missiles at you. It's a very easy game mode. Like, the difficulty is pretty low, so the enemies don't do as much damage. Otherwise, yeah, no, I should be very well dead. Alright, we still have one more hour before the weekly reset. And hopefully new content, but I don't know. Why don't we clean out the vault? Why don't we do that now? It's gonna be a hair boring, but won't take too long. Problem with the vault is I have a ton of weapons I want to keep, but none of the weapons I really use. Love to see you experience new content. Well. Starting on February 22nd, I'll be doing nothing but playing this new content every day. I requested the 22nd and the 23rd off of work. So, hopefully I get it. I won't know until then. I'm really hoping I get those days off. Do you remember Valentine's because it's near? I do remember Valentine's Day. I just don't have a Valentine, so I don't really give a poop. It's a Monday as well. I don't know. We'll do something. Maybe. Alright, we're gonna throw all of this crap in the vault. So your vault is this area where you can store excess weapons and armor. Well, that's a terrible roll. Why am I keeping that? Half of the streamers I watch forgot about it. Really? Now I know Valentine's is near, but I just, I just don't have people to celebrate with. So your vault space. Oh my gosh, it's almost full again. I just purged this. Okay. Why am I keeping both of these? 4 times the charm, feeding frenzy. Oh yeah, because of osmosis. Surplus unrelenting, surplus demolitionist. I like demolitionist better. So why don't we just infuse this sucker up? Costs nothing. We can just do that. Sweet. Oh yeah, I have a escape velocity with drop mag, overflow, and vorpal. Six shots, that's nothing. Oh, this is with a range masterwork. This is actually pretty good. I somehow went up in rankings when I opened my game. Oh, nice. Why are you saying that legendary weapons are cluttering your vault? They are. I only have 500 space, and I have all of this. There's a few blues in here I can get rid of, but you see all this? You see it? It's cluttering my vault. Must be purged. Why do I have 2 DMTs? I have 3. Vorpal, Subsistence, and Outlaw. Outlaw is good. I don't need Subsistence. Do I? Oh no, there's a reason why I kept all 3 of those. Dang it. Why do I have 3 grenade launchers? What are you? Blinding... Oh, because you're... No, I don't need Frenzy. I don't need you. Many homeless new Destiny players would love those guns. They would. They really would. They just need to suck it up and play the game. Quick draw opening shot, that's right. Get rid of that. Until I get a Eyes Luna with Headstone. Do I have an Eyes Luna with Headstone? Let's see. Let me check. So Jimmy, all you need to do is play this game for 2,000 hours. Got it? You don't need to play that long to get all these guns. In fact, the majority of these guns... I know how to keep that annual skate. Throw you over. Okay, cool. Alright, I don't know if you saw that. So I use a third-party app or like website to deal with this. It's called Destiny Item Manager. It's really cool. Bungie actually supports these guys. As you can see, companion apps. This just allows you to like organize your vault and stuff without having to like switch characters, come to the vault, switch characters, come to the vault. It just makes things a lot easier. So I just transferred some weapons from my other characters into the vault so I can figure out like what guns I have. Such as this. Is this? Nope, this is a heating up demolitionist. So don't need this one. Pardon our dust. So we have an ambition with Vorpal. This is an ensemble demolitionist. What does ensemble do? Can you have a bigger vault? No. So this is it. 500 space is all you could get. The new weapon crafting system that you saw should mitigate this. So the whole point of that is it's going to cut down on all these weapons that we have. And weapon crafting will allow it so I won't need to have 3 of the same gun because of its perks, right? I won't have to have these 2 because they're both good, but in their own ways, actually. I don't need this gun. Anyways. So yeah, you won't have to have multiples of the same gun. Because with weapon crafting, you can switch out the perks of said gun as many times as you want. So, hopefully that, keeps it from being like that. So right now I have a perpetual motion with killing wind. I have a subsistence 1-2 punch. But I also have a dual loader 1-2 punch. So I'll probably get rid of this guy. Because I want to keep him. It's a good PvP. Perpetual 1-2, perpetual opening. Sideshow opening. Okay, I can get rid of these things. Oh, what? So this is really fun. It makes you real speedy. Makes you really fast. Oh, what a weird bug. Why is it doing this? So this inspection screen, you notice these little symbols, it says it has that certain element type to it. They don't. These are all kinetic. Except this guy, he's a stasis, right? But everyone else is kinetic. This is really funny. Why is it doing that? Lol. It is a weird bug. I haven't seen that bug in a while. Okay. Do I really need the perpetual? I'll keep it. These three are really fun. See my problem? These three shotguns are fun all in their own way. Okay. So between Nation of Beasts. Why did I keep the kill clip? I don't know. Kept this guy because I have a ton of kills on him. Oh, why do I have so much junk? Why do I love things too much? Killing one rampage, subsistence wellspring. Switch that out. Alright, I need to keep one of these. Heating up elementals, subsistence thresh, killing one thresh, quick travels. Gosh, it's all still suck. What is heating up to? Final blows with the sword increases accuracy and stability. All these rolls suck, but gotta keep one void submachine gun because you never know. Do I even need a solar auto rifle? Where's that chart I made? How many solar? Oh no, wait. I only have the one solar auto rifle. Where is he? I forget what he looks like. This dude. No, that's a fusion. This guy. Outlaw Demolitionist, but he is a high impact frame, whereas Arctic Haze is a rapid fire frame with killing one Dragonfly or Mulligan Vorpal. Mulligan Vorpal's actually pretty fun. Mulligan kind of sucks, but it's a fun perk. What was that roll? Outlaw Demo? Get rid of these guys. Oh yeah, Reservoir Blast with Subsistence and High Impact Fill Prep. So this is more a DPS. This is more of add clear. I don't need DPS. Blinding Auto Swash. That's really strong. Auto Demo. But it's not Blinding Nade. Right? No, it's Proximity. The Reload Masterwork. Not, well, it has auto loading. I see. Because this is damage dealing. This is add stunning. How many gunsmith materials do you have? Too many. I used to have like 30,000. Turned them all in. Now I'm almost at 1,000 again. Because that's a material that's getting sunsetted. Meaning it's like it's not going to be relevant anymore. So I had to get rid of it. Triple tap disruption. A threat detector eye. Ah, bless me. Yeah, I don't need threat. No, I don't need that one. Do I need this one? I don't need Widow's Bite. What am I doing? I have Ikelos. I only have Disruption Break because it's a good perk. Subsistence Surrounded, but I have a Dynamic Demolitionist. So let's get rid of this. I don't need it. I would be a Sniping Drip Master in Destiny. I was in D1. Oh my goodness, I was a beast at sniping in Destiny 1. Destiny 2, sniping's a little different. I don't know like what happened, but I just haven't gotten the hang of it. So I have two of the same. Outlaw Opening, Feeding Frenzy, High Impact. This is not that great of a roll. $1 a 120 though. It's not the best guns out there. I'll leave it. This is getting a buff. Dual loader. The reason why dual loader is so bad is because it reloads 2 shells at a time but reduces the reload speed, but that reduce in reload speed was so harsh. It's like if you were to not have this trait and reload the shotgun, it would reload probably twice as fast as a dual loader, if that makes sense. So it's like, so yes, like you got 2 shells in the magazine, but in the time it took you to do that because of the reload speed penalty, a normal shotgun probably would have been able to reload 3, maybe 4 rounds. So they're buffing it. They're making it okay. So reload's not gonna be as bad. I don't know if I want smooth. Anyways, I have a reload masterwork, so that's gonna help with that too. Anyways, this will be good. It'll be a good gun. Do not need 3 of these. Overflow Disruption, Overflow 1 for all, Slide Shot Range Fire. Do not need this one. Do I really need a Disruption Break though? No, I don't need Disruption Break. I need 1 for all. All right, plug ones. There, I have 2 quick draw backup plans and a Feeding Frenzy Thresh. What trash? Oh, that's horrible. Ew. Ugh. I gotta keep 1 of them because it's a rare gun. But Blinding Underdog Disruption, Surplus Snapshot Blinding. That one has better utility, even though Underdog's getting sunset because Blind Underdog is horrible. Oh, I kept that because it's a good PvP weapon. It's the only gun I have of that. Same with that one. Alright. I want Blunt Execution. So Perpetual Motion or Outlaw. Stability, handling, reload, speed. Honestly, I think Perpetual Motion is better off than Outlaw. Then I'm keeping... No, I'm gonna delete all of these. Retrace path. So Killing One Frenzy, Genesis Harmony, Genesis Disruption Break. That's an interesting combo. Subsistence 1 for all. I think this one's actually better than any of these. Like Frenzy's great, but 1 for all subsistence is a lot easier to proc. I think I'm top 10 now, 9th baby. Dang, dude. Look at you being good at the game. Why do I have this gun? What is this? Where did temporal cause come from? What is this gun? Why do I have this? Why do I still keep it? Why do I keep edgewise? It has 400 in its... I don't need to keep edgewise. What am I doing? What am I doing? I can get rid of this gun. Bye, edgewise. Temporal cause. The crap. Remember when I was struggling in BFB? Look at me now. Practice makes perfect, huh? Look at you go. Where did this come from? Why does it not tell me where to acquire said gun? Okay, we're getting rid of this gun because I'm the only person in top 10 with a BFP medal. Lol. Hey, you're just rocking out your roots. Wendigo was a great grenade launcher. Don't care about that kill count though. 1400's not bad. It's not that great. Fixed odds with 1,000 kills with the quick draw surrounded backup mag. Nah. Avalanche is still in use. I need to keep that. Hammerhead was a cool gun. I have no sentimental value to it. Not really. I kept this because this is kind of like when this area got sunset, this was the gun they gave you. So I want to keep it. Line in the Sand, I have to. It was such a good gun. I loved this gun. I don't need it. Was this? Why did I keep this? I can't remember. Why did I keep this? We'll delete it. That's a great gun. I think I need that. I have 2 tarantulas. I see. Okay, fine, we'll leave both of those. Why am I keeping this sword? Get out of here. Get out of here. Ew, why? Have to keep that. So cold steel energy transfer, cold steel Tyrus blade. Wait, why do I have both of these? I only need one. Oh, I don't need that. I need this. Okay. Armor time. Let's at least just clear out all the blues. Cool. Look at that. I have a whole page left I can use. I can get rid of all of these bonds. It's going to take so long to get rid of things in your vault. That's about as much as I'm going to do. How many kills do I have? Oh, that recluse is weak. Don't need that. Why do I have this outlaw? That was a great sniper. I loved that. I don't need to keep him around. What is this? What is this? Tap the trigger and slideways. Okay. Don't need that. Persuader I'm gonna keep just because I used that a lot in Crucible. Oh, she'll disorient. It's a perk you don't see much anymore. Get rid of that. Trophy Hunter was fun. This was a good gun. That was a boss slaying beast. Don't need it anymore though. I'm really purging my sunset weapons, aren't I? So the reason why I keep these is because they're beginning weapons. I think I pulled this from somewhere, so that guy's not as important, but can't get a 0 power level sidearm anymore. Cool. Alright, that's it for that. I have to quickly turn off my heat. I'll be back in just a second. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Since I kind of deposited all my weapons, let's figure out what weapons I want to play with for the next little bit. Oh, I need a better 7th Seraph carbine. I should look into that where I can get more of those. Should we play around with... Never mind, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use Destiny Item Manager. So I'm gonna pick out weapons that are actually, you know, up to par. Oh, there's not that many. Let's use a pulse rifle, because why not? What weapon should we use? Wait, why do I have this? That is gonna get deleted. Must have missed it. Oh, should we play with the Reservoir Burst? I haven't really played with that gun too much. Ooh, where's that one? Yeah. Oh, shoot. I did not mean to pick that up. Alright. Oh, I am still on the resume screen. You didn't miss much. I was just grabbing weapons. I need to masterwork this real quick. Thanks for pointing that out. It's been a while since I've forgotten to do something like that. Oh my gosh, this has the bonus. Oh my freak. Oh my goodness. This is the one time I actually don't want backup plan, but we'll do major spec. That's fine. Masterwork. So, masterworking a gun gives it an improved stat in anything. So in this case, this one's reload speed, right? It also currently gives it a kill tracker and allows it to generate orbs of power, which when you pick up an orb of power, it gives you a little bit of super energy. This masterwork mechanic's changing in Witch Queen. So I don't know how masterworking is gonna go. I think all masterworking will do is just give you the stat boost, which doesn't do too much. Might as well go void. Let's get them booms. The boom strats. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Alright, let's go play something. We still got another 20 minutes before reset. Should we do one GM? Or not GM. So unstoppable barrier. This is fine. We have unstoppable barrier, right? Yeah, it's finally time for gameplay. Do not have anti-barrier, but it's okay. Do a pulse rifle. Increase our intellect. Gosh, I'm so close to the intellect boost. I just don't have enough intellect stat. I need better boots. I'm switching to controller. I hate mouse and keyboard.
Empress Titan. We invoke the right of proof. The Vanguard sends forth its champions. The challenge is met. Our blood flows together. May it lead to unity.
The concept of space is so fascinating, so adding magic seems cooler. It really is. That's why I love Destiny 2. It's this mixture between like sci-fi and fantasy. Oh my gosh, you just melted him. a really nice pulse rifle, I gotta say. Come on. Again, it's free to play, so if you have any, like, you're more welcome to download this for free. And I think the first 2 missions of the Witch Queen is going to be free to play as well. I tried. Did you guys make it? No, you guys didn't make it. Oh, he made it. Open him up, nice. Sunlight here. What's going on here? So I'm playing a Strike, which is just like sort of a story mission, sort of just not. It's like a Vanguard operation where you're doing like a PvE type thing. So right now, like this was introduced a couple seasons ago. So the storyline is these guys, their leader sort of wants to make an alliance with us, but also they're prideful and they're very relatable to like the Roman Empire, so everything's like war and trial by combat and stuff like that. So we have to fight our way to their champion, beat their champion, and then we'll earn their respect and maybe they'll join us. I don't think this will lead to peaceful diplomatic relations. No, this is aggressive negotiations. Oh, I have Devour on. Oops. What? I think a dog jumped in front of me and killed me before I could kill that champion. Gosh darn it. What gun are you using? What gun are you using? What is that? How much damage did that just do? Which one? The laser beam rifle? Because it's a strong gun. I have it, I'm just not using it. bomb thing. Yeah, this thing? It's a grenade launcher. Does a lot of damage.
We'll deal with your champion in due time. Though we may destroy your tank in the process.
No, 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 no. Dang it. I wanted that ammo up there. Like 60 numbers ranging from 200 to 2,000? Yeah, probably. Damage numbers in Destiny are a little weird because I don't know how much health something actually has. And depending on the activity, you do more or less damage. So... Oh, you got it. Well, don't die. You two in a party? No, he just doesn't like me. I wonder what will happen if the sword logic was real. There'd be a lot more war in our society. I had to guess, at least.
I gave them their freedom. Imagine if they fought because you gave them a hope.
Yeah, if the sword logic was real, it'd be a real scary time. Hey, Calf, what's up? You're late? Nah, no worries. Stream's already been going for like 2 hours. I also started a lot earlier. First letter home. end it. Shit, it's true.
The right of proving is over. By the victor's rule, the Halphus Electus.
Ooh, quick draw frenzy, it ain't bad. I did get this. Not a bad roll. Not the best roll, but not a bad roll. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I just got an exotic, no biggie. We're gonna do one more strike before the weekly reset. And if there's nothing, then I'll probably just end the stream. Just because, yeah, I got nothing else really happening. How many exotics do you need to finish every exotic? I don't know, let's check. Not too many. They're usually on my other characters, which I don't play as often. So I'm missing this one. This one, those ones, and these guys. So these exotics come from doing like special, like intense activities on that character. And since I don't play that kind of content on the other characters, I just haven't gotten those. Which kind of sucks. Some of them are really good, and I kind of need to get them, but it's whatever.
Our blood flows together. May it lead to unity.
So it's all clothing. Yeah, I have all the exotic weapons. Actually, no, I don't. I don't have Taraba or Legends of Acreus. Those were raid exotics. They're very hard to get, and they're impossible to get now. So you have to play like a bazillion raids just to be able to afford one. So, my bad. I completely forgot about those two weapons. I'm actually gonna switch this. I'm gonna give myself. We'll use this gun. Destiny a hard game? Only in some aspects. If you're a casual player, it's not hard at all. Like, literally anyone can play it. Destiny is a rated T game. So. So yeah, as long as you like first-person shooters, definitely pick this game up.
My war machine purrs. She hungers for battle. Have you the same appetite? You fight well, Guardian.
Is there a sea tank or an air tank? Probably. Knowing these Cabal?
The Guardians need to know one. Have you two?
Like, think about it. There are tanks inside of this tank. It's a big tank. I'm sure there's sea or air tanks.
To the right of proving. Cut them down if you can. Must be done.
So that's called a seasonal rank. It really means nothing. It just shows how much XP I've gained this season. Too much, if you're wondering how much that equals. Not as much as others. That was like many thousand years after our time. I'd say it's about 1,000 years. There we go. See, look, it's a tank inside of a tank. Oh my gosh, what happened? I accidentally hit the... Come on. There we go. Ow. Oh, weekly reset. New adventures available. So this mission is actually no longer available, to be honest. But Bungie has a good system in place where it's like, this game won't end, but no one can like, this game won't happen again, if that makes sense. God bless me.
Your guardians scurry through my tank like vermin. Is this how the Vanguard fights?
No, it's just on a weekly rotation, so this game mode will come back around. Or like, sorry, this game mode stays, but this map doesn't. It's a different strike that has all of its special modifiers that you can play for loot. It's the last stand. Exactly.
They will learn. If our foes let us be the catalyst that forces them to change.
You son of a gun. Alright. Fine, you lazy buggers. I'll do it. Help. Help. Oh no, I'm so dead. Nope. None of you have anti-barrier. So I've died many times. I'll probably finish my schoolwork while watching the Disney War. Okay. And then, yeah, if you check out his channel, he goes more into depth with a bunch of other stuff, and like that video is a little outdated, so a lot of the newer lore that's come out and happened isn't in that video, but yeah, definitely do that.
Your potential is wasted running errands for your commander. Enough.
I'm happy that like you're enjoying the lore, because this is one of my favorite games, and learning about the lore has been one of my favorite things to do. Because in Destiny 1 they didn't do a good job of like exhibiting lore in the game, so they had like little grimoire cards, which are just like out of game cards that you could read to learn more about the lore. And I would read all of them all the time. Like I'd look them up online and just spend all my time reading them. Tomorrow though, so I'm gonna try and watch the stream. Like I said, if nothing happens when we finish this mission, then the stream will end. If there is something, we'll play that. It'll probably take half an hour, and then we'll go. Oh, that's gonna kill me. Yep. Ah, dang it. You missed. I forgot how epic this strike's music is. Not every strike has this kind of music. How did that? Oh my gosh, that knockback. Oh, that's so annoying. I thought I was far enough away. There we go. Reminds me of a God of War soundtrack. Probably. I never played God of War, but
By the victor's rule, the Halpus Electus and the souls aboard are yours to
Overflow
destroy.
Swashbuckler, not
We
bad.
take nothing but your word. Tend to your men and your tank. But break our agreement, and we will be back to finish what we started.
Alright. The Witch Queen launches February 22nd. New campaign, new Throne World destination, Season 16, Void 3.0, and more. At launch, the following will no longer be accessible. Seasons 12 through 15, Tangled Shore, Forsaken Campaign, and more. You listen to the soundtracks for fun. Makes sense. Gain additional Vanguard ranks. Okay. Please tell me. Please tell me. No, I don't think there's any more content. So, to help explain what happens, so throughout the year, so every year there's a big DLC, kind of like this Witch Queen, right? And then throughout the year there's different seasons, so kind of like smaller content drops every couple of months. Each one of those has its own story that goes week to week to week. This one, because Witch Queen got delayed so long, we kind of been in this seasonal drought, meaning there's been no new seasonal content for this area. It's like this area here. There we go. There should be one last cutscene that should happen in this area, but it hasn't come to pass yet. So every weekly reset, everyone's been like rushing here trying to see like, is this week the week? That's Savathun, by the way, the big evil boss for the next expansion. She's locked in a stasis crystal, and we're gonna dig out her darkness power so that we can kill her. She wants to dig out the darkness power so she can make room for the light power that she's going to steal from us. Obviously, we're not going to win because we know that the whole next expansion is her having the light. So, I just want to see the cutscene, where it fails, how things are going to progress. But I just don't know when that's going to be. Every week. So it's not this week. Maybe it's next week. It has to be next week. If it's not today. Yeah, it has to be next week. But yeah. Well, I guess that's it for the stream today. Biggest highlight was definitely watching that ViDoc. I will definitely be watching that multiple times, studying and learning from it. I know a ton of other YouTubers are going to be making videos of analysis of said thing, so it'll be cool to watch those. I hope you still enjoyed the game for what it is currently. Oh, I do. Oh no, I love this game. I'm just anxious to see the next like story progression, because we haven't had one in like 2.5. No, 3 months. 3, almost 4 months. It's been a while. So we're all just kind of anxious to see like this bridge between this season and the DLC, kind of how it connects together. Thanks for joining, Netherite. I'm glad you were able to. I was able to stream at a time that fit your schedule. Oops. But yeah. Super happy I managed to catch the stream. I am too, man. This week I'll be playing a lot of Pokemon, so hopefully you can catch those or at least watch the VODs. Yeah. Anyone else watching in the chat? Not just kind of lurking back there. Thanks for watching, you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow with more Pokemon. Or maybe tonight. I might do a small stream tonight to test out equipment. But